What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Play with Preview Show. We are looking at the Tuesday 13 game DraftKings main slate. James, large slate, a lot of players, a lot of pitchers, a lot of games, a couple of games to deal with some potential weather. It is once again going to be rainy on the East Coast. Looks like we have 3 games with the weather symbol. I know in Boston it's pretty much going to rain every day until Sunday from this point forward. So we'll see whether or not this Rockies Red Sox game gets in. We also have some rain apparently in New York with their matchup against Seattle, and St. Louis possibly dealing with some rain as well. So as always, as we get closer to Ross Lock and we do our 5 p.m. live show to check in on the weather. We're currently watching this Monday slate. Red Sox stack came through for us here, but chalk pitching having a hell of a day. Jacob deGrom giving up runs. Yamamoto didn't get out of the first. Christopher Sanchez managed to work his way out of a bases loaded jam, but still not what you're looking for his ability to go deep in a game, loading bases and giving up an early run there. So
Kikuchi, no strikeouts through 2 innings.
Yeah, Kikuchi got no strikeouts. Andrew Heaney got shut down after like 3 innings. Royals jumped all over him. Richard Fitz is cruising, and then like a whole bunch of like defensive lapses knocked him out of the game. Noah Cameron pitched well. I guess if you pitched him.
Freddie Peralta
pitched well. Dodgers offense doing nothing. Maybe and hopefully a better day. As we flip the page here, we have Hunter Brown versus Cleveland. Surely he can shut them down.
Surely
at $11,000. He's your top price pitcher. Robbie Ray, Nathan Eovaldi against the Angels. Surely, yeah, maybe he can strike some guys out and keep the runs off the board. We'll see. Those are your top 3 priced starting pitchers. You have Pivetta, Logan Gilbert, Mizorowski, and Imanaga in the 9K tier. So with 13 games and a lot of players, we'll do our best to go through this as efficiently as possible. So, Grande, tell me, of the top 10K pitchers, how would you rank them out?
Hunter Brown, Robbie Ray, Nathan Eovaldi. Efficiency at its finest. Don't need to spend much time. It's Hunter Brown with a bullet. Ray, Eovaldi. Eovaldi still not worked up to full capacity. Next tier. Let's go. Efficiency, you said, John. Efficiency.
Pivetta, Gilbert, Mizorowski, and Imanaga here. Jacob Mizorowski, obviously the more intriguing arm in that situation, given his strikeout potential, but he got rocked in that last start. We have seen the Dodgers offense a bit inconsistent at times lately. As you said, they got shut down by Freddie Peralta on the Monday slate. 9K tier, James. How do you
9K tier? It's interesting. This is not as clear cut. I don't love the Pivetta price, but the pitcher's been great. Sonny Gray, I think, looks pretty good, especially with the strikeout upside. But we know Washington has a bunch of really good baseball players. They just don't win. Also, they just fired a bunch of people, so let's see how they respond to that.
Yeah.
But I think Sonny Gray has obviously a high ceiling. This Logan Gilbert spot is incredibly interesting because he continues to like be kind of good, kind of not. And that's kind of not good with the Yankees offense like starting to function again like they were earlier in the year. Because when the Yankees are functioning as an offense, they are very good. There is a very good offense, but you know, they obviously went through their lulls. I kind of like Gilbert for strikeouts. Mizorowski obviously has a high ceiling and a low floor because they're going to be extra cautious with him. Even if he starts struggling, he's cooked. Like we're probably not going to see a lot of him. And I kind of like Shota. I mean, he's now made 2 starts since returning. I haven't loved the pitches. The pitches have been a little disappointing. 77-81. The home runs against Cleveland was infuriating. Now it's 2 starts in a row. Lefty has just made me infuriated, just so mad for no reason at all. But Minnesota has not been great outside of Buxton on a
No,
regular basis. So
very bad, actually. The last 2 weeks, again, small sample size, taken into consideration. League leading 36% strikeout rate versus left-handed pitching, 195 average, 337 WOBA, and a 170 ISO. So they're not hitting for average. They're striking out a ton. 170 ISO, though, is pretty legit. That's over the last 2 weeks for them there. Month sample size, still a top 10 strikeout rate versus left-handed pitching, still a 170 ISO. So hitting for a lot of power, but not doing much else other than that and striking out for Minnesota.
it's a pretty good spot. I just want to see more pitches. So I have mild interest in basically everyone in that tier because they're all good, but nothing as concrete as I feel like Hunter Brown is.
Sure, I agree with you. Obviously, Hunter Brown, the elite top guy there. AK range gives you Lugo versus Pittsburgh, Merrill Kelly versus San Diego, Chris Bassett gets the White Sox, and Will Warren against Seattle coming off of his tough outing there. Bassett probably draws ownership because it's the White Sox matchup here.
And Lugo draws ownership because
it's Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh. And Lugo's been amazing. So that's
Lugo maybe the highest roster pitcher of the slate.
Him and Hunter Brown, I guess, would be 1 and 2. Yeah. We know how that goes. We know how the top pitcher of the slate usually, in terms of ownership, goes. So, I think Lugo and Bassett are the clear-cut options in this tier. I wouldn't sleep on Merrill Kelly. We've said this a lot this year. Merrill Kelly's been really good, and the Padres have just been super underwhelming. That Padres offense has been incredibly underwhelming. So, I like Lugo, Kelly, Bassett. The thing I'd say about Will Warren is, yes, he absolutely pooped his pants against Toronto. He does that from time to time. Did that against the Dodgers earlier in the year. Has a very strong mental. He's talked about that, something he worked on. And he is just a super high upside, super low floor pitcher. I mean, he could strike out 8 Mariners tomorrow. Would that surprise you? No. But would it surprise you if he gave up 6 runs? No. Like, it's just super wide range of outcome, and he's going to get ownership because he has a high ceiling.
I agree. And obviously, if you can just avoid, I guess, Kyle Raleigh and Randy Arozarena right now, you can, likely find some success there against Seattle. 7K tier. Clayton Kershaw, $7,700. Mitch Keller, $74. Jose Soriano, $73. Nick Martinez, and Joey? Yeah, Joey Cantillo there against Houston at 7K.
Yeah. The Kershaw one is a little interesting because he's pitched well. Obviously, he didn't pitch well in that White Sox start. Mitch Keller has kind of looked really good for the Pirates. This is
working his way to be traded.
Oh, he's absolutely going to be traded.
That's the Bubba Chandler roster spot right there. Once Mitch Keller gets traded,
you're looking at him. You are praying that Mitch Keller twirls a gem here, so you get Bubba Chandler for the rest of the year. But I mean, he has pitched good, so it's a good matchup against the Royals, who may have had a good game on the Monday slate, but that doesn't translate to the next day. Dude, Jose Soriano. Which version will we get? Because the version that has a really dude.
What happened here?
Dude,
when we played him.
Dude, he is a psycho. I mean, he has.
Look at these starts.
Dude.
30, 30, 23, 30, -7, -5.
He has some crazy outings. Both directions, right? Elite to unplayable. And it's a pretty good spot. The Rangers are obviously have been better lately. They're getting to Kikuchi again today. They have had success. So, you can play him, and it's another Will Warren situation. I'd almost rather play Soriano for $700 cheaper than Warren because that's what. Why are those two pitchers $700 different? I mean, they have similar ceilings and similar floors. I don't know. I like the Soriano play quite a bit at 73.
I'm breaking out my weather.com situation here to figure out because Brian Bayo $6,600 against Colorado here.
It's another good one. Yeah.
According to we are obviously like 20 hours away from start time here. According to weather.com, it has got scattered thunderstorms around 4 o'clock and then nothing again until like 10 or 11. So there is a window where maybe this game is played depending on how the rest of the day apparently goes about. It's the only time it says rain for Tuesday. It's not going to rain all day until like 4, and then it doesn't rain again until like 11. So if the weather report comes out tomorrow and it's looking like Boston's good to go, Bayo here at $6,600.
Gotta play him.
On a 13-game slate, that's your unlocking Hunter Brown play or unlocking all the bats when you use a Lugo Brown Bayo combo or something like that.
Yeah, it is. Him and Soriano for me are like the clear-cut value options down here. I wouldn't really even like Gary Perez exists in the world.
20 swing and misses, you said last time?
20. Yeah, I think 21. I think was the official number. He had 21.
Right. This is your strikeout upside play.
Oh boy, dude!
80 pitches, 1 hit, 7 Ks against Minnesota.
Terrible game environment. It's going to be hot in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
but he's $6,000. Boy, oh boy,
he's pretty elite.
Boy, oh boy, that there's some good value on the slate.
How many lineups go Bayo Yuri 6K and you get whatever hitters you want?
It's true, especially when you have Sacramento and the pitchers in Sacramento. I don't know if you
Jeffrey Springs and
Didier Fuentes. Yeah. Yes. You get Acuna. Yeah, you get a Ronald who just announced he's going to participate in the home run derby, getting a warm up round in Sacramento before the derby.
We also have the 99 All-Star team against Kyle Freeland here. You know.
That's true. They just keep facing lefties, dude.
Another Boston versus lefties matchup.
It just is what it is. Boston might be the best team in baseball if they only face lefties.
They only face lefties. I mean, Romy homered, Roman Anthony homered, Cedon Rafaela homered. Toro had a couple of RBIs tonight. And then all the guys who said would get pinch hit for got pinch hit for. So
it's unbelievable.
It doesn't really matter. But wild slate. I'm very interested to see where ownership is come game time here because, man, oh, man. Some really good value, some really good mid-tier, and obviously Hunter Brown against Cleveland exists on this slate. So, all right, catcher. Again, large slate. There's a whole lot of guys you could play here. Highlighting the Sacramento game, you have Murphy down here against lefty and $3,500 in Springs.
He is extremely live to homer.
Yeah,
extremely live to homer. So is both Houston catchers. Cantillo is fine.
You actually called this out last week when I was talking about Houston good versus lefties. Their numbers against lefties have tailed off because sample sizes are a thing. They're now more towards middle of the pack than top of the pack, just like the Red Sox will probably eventually fall back to the middle of the pack and not be.
Well, that's what. Maybe
not. I guess maybe not. Romy Gonzalez.
I mean, it's impossible to even see how this train gets slowed down. John.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, there's that. Augusta Ramirez, super strong in Cincinnati.
super strong. Super strong to very strong.
Super strong to very strong. Yeah. Again, if you wanted to spend Cal Raleigh always live to homer against Will Warren if you wanted to go there.
Very much so. You could play either White Sox catcher. I mean, Chris Bassett is obviously like a
Did we
fine
just have
pitcher.
This matchup recently, or no?
Berrios pitched against him. I don't know who else. I don't know.
I think it was Bassett. I think Bassett pitched against him.
Did Bassett pitch against him?
I think so. Let's see. Bassett starts. Yeah. 6 innings, 1 earned, 7 Ks, 82 pitches, no decision.
It's a good outing.
Oh, that's a good outing.
It's a good
I
outing.
would. It's your Teal. I mean, Teal would be the preferred probably play, but he's not free anymore. So
He's not. 3,100 is getting up there.
play Reese McGuire versus
Yeah, I
Simeon
love that.
Woodward.
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume with the way that Carson Kelly's swinging it, we didn't even talk Carson Kelly. I'd assume with the way that he's swinging the bat, they'd just play him.
Sure. Back to being Barry Bonds.
Back to being Barry Bonds. Yep. Sosa. Yep. All the
good guys.
All the good guys.
If you're not, I mean, if you think Shota gives up home runs, Ryan Jeffers is there.
That's also true. That's also true.
Shout out to Alvy Perez, homered.
He did. Shout out to Anthony.
Hunter Goodman didn't do anything though. So if you double played catcher, you got the one homer. But
unless he played Augustin Ramirez Augustin Ramirez.
I forget what his comment was. I thought it was Goodman and Salvi, but maybe you're right.
I'm just saying he could have
pivoted. Kevin Garnett said anything is possible. First base. Again, a lot of good guys, a lot of strong men.
Vladdy's going to walk 4 times.
Nick Kurtz, though, at 4,800 versus Junior Fuentes.
Yeah,
I think the last time we looked at Fuentes, it was like a 700 slugging to lefties.
A lot of home runs.
I think was the numbers that we shouted out there. Let's give a quick recheck on that after that last start.
Well, he did not give up any home runs last start.
That's true. He wasn't good, but he wasn't as bad as typical. Slugging is still 680 with a 450 WOBA. Okay. So a 7% strikeout rate versus left-handed hitters, not good.
Tell that to Austin Gomber, but okay.
Yeah, basically. So Kurtz, man of many power in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Feels right. Michael Busch.
Yeah.
White hot. Did I send you the stat? Cubs have homered 3 times against the Cardinals, 3 times in like the history of the team, and all 3 times were on the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's insane.
How trippy is that?
It's like the Tyler O'Neill opening day stat.
Yeah.
Right? Tyler O'Neill homers every opening day.
Homered opening day again this year.
Might have been the last home run he's hit this year.
Simeon Wood-Richardson could be in a world of hurt in this game.
Yep.
Lefties.
Yeah, yes.
480 slug, 370 WOBA, 306 batting average, 1.7 homers per 9. A FIP and XFIP well over 5 in both scenarios there. He is actually pretty good against righties, just a 207 average and a 276 WOBA. But you're going to face Bush, Tucker, PCA. I guess Reese would probably profile better in that spot, but I guess we'll see what they end up doing there.
Hap
leading off, right? So, and then great numbers versus righties. Well, Saya's got 80 RBIs, so
and Dansby just has a lot of power too from shortstop. There's no holes in that team.
No, so either of these two for me are elite plays. No knock on the guys above, obviously. But you can save some cash and play Kurtz and Bush. My money would be one of, if not both those guys, homer. And then Romy, who hand up. I said on the show, it's like, listen, the thing about these Red Sox guys is they have high ISOs, but they don't homer. They just hit a bunch of doubles. Romy tripled and then hit a 454-foot homer to dead center field out of Fenway Park tonight on an 80-mile-an-hour curveball.
That's powerful.
So he has the power to do that. So,
and you can play him at second. That's the best part.
And you can play him at second, which is clutch. That position usually stinks, though 13 games more viable. But Kurtz and Bush for sure are probably my top 2 of that group. Again, obviously Romy fits.
Yeah, well. Easy. And for what it's worth, I would play Vladdy and or Olsen up top. Savali allows a lot of fly balls, and Matt Olson has been good against lefties. Sure. So I'm good with both of those men too, but I do agree on the Kurtz and Bush point. I think they're the best plays there.
Value options for us here.
Liam Hicks, if he's in the lineup and hitting in the middle of the order again.
Yeah.
Toro had a 2-run double. I know it's the wrong split, but he was fine, right?
Yeah.
2-run double is
fine.
Where's our boy?
Yeah.
Andrew Vaughn.
Probably still. Yeah.
Andrew Vaughn, 2K, made us look super smart for the shout out on the pre-show. Didn't dip our toes into the live again. We didn't double dip.
No.
And honestly, I respect a non-double dipper. It's much more respectable to not double dip
the chip.
Only with your like significant other or like kid. You can't double dip like if you're like sharing a meal with like you there's no double dipping. You cannot.
I would agree with you. I would agree.
I will double dip all day though. Me and my wife, I'm double dipping, triple dipping.
That's fair.
Right. Like a nice pretzel, I'm triple dipping a pretzel. But I would we're double dipping day after. We're going back to the beer cheese. We're warming it up, and that beer cheese is Andrew Vaughn, 2K.
Okay. I listen, Milwaukee, beer, cheese, it all works, right?
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, second base again, massive position here. Ketel Marte was scratched with groin tightness, and then they showed a video. Someone tweeted out, basically, I think it was at the end of yesterday's game. He fielded a play at second and was kind of stretching himself out after the fact, so kind of an indicator of that injury there.
Yep.
Altuve can play Romy here, as we talked about. Hey, Jake Irvin also sucks versus lefties. Welcome to the St. Louis show. Brendan Donovan, Nolan Gorman, Alec Burleson, Lars Nootbaar can play all of St. Louis. That is a weather game, so we'll have to watch and see the rain if there's any impact to that come tomorrow. But Irvin's classic struggles there. Something to watch for.
Yeah, I like those shouts. Altuve, Romy, Donovan were the three I had, and then Edwards had 3 hits tonight, 3 doubles for Xavier Edwards.
A lot of fantasy points.
I'd play him. Those are it for like anyone up. I know
Geloff is here, huh?
Yeah, he's been terrible, but he is.
Well, he's always bad, but
I think it's worth mentioning here. I'd almost guarantee we get Ozzy Albies chalk at $3,600 against Jeffrey Springs. And I don't know how to feel about that because he's been so god awful and it's such a good ballpark to hit in.
Yeah. I won't play it, but
I probably won't either. But
why.
Yeah,
he looks completely toasted.
He looks. I think they said he has there's like a team option or something for them to like pick up next year, and they're there's no chance that you would ever have thought that they're not going to, and they're just not going to. He might be under a 600 OPS player.
Dude, he's 28 years old. Where did he just fell off a cliff?
It's unfathomable. Yeah, I don't know. I really
you have Dubon at 33. You have Edmundo does get the lefty, though it's Robbie Ray. You talked Lennon Sosa. Let's see. You won't play Mayer. I guess that's probably it down here.
Luke Keeschall hitting off a pitching machine, by the way.
Love it. Need it back. You need our boy back. Day one, Luke Keeschall. I told you guys from day one that guy is going to be awesome.
We need him.
All right, third base. Jose Ramirez against Brown. Just shouting him out for the sake of him being Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
They said Bregman could be back this weekend versus Tampa Bay, so be on the watch for that.
Okay.
Paredes, I know it's not versus a lefty, versus a righty, but I don't think it matters.
Power, dude. He's just power.
Paredes, dude. Riley, Barger.
Would you just not play Devers against Taiwan? I want to play people against Taiwan Walker so bad.
I want to play Devers in a better ballpark, but The price is at least down. So
Taiwan Walker is horrible. Oh, dude, he's so bad.
Except for that, like first time we stacked against him, and then he threw like a shutout because that's what happened.
Yeah, but I think ultimately you're not wrong. Wasn't that like against the Rockies or something?
Yeah, it was something stupid.
Yeah, I can look past it if it's the Rockies, you know.
Yeah. Anyways, Devers, Predes, Riley. I guess Riley will get more ownership than the other two.
Oh, for sure, not even close. So much.
And then, like I said, Barger keeps just homering.
Yep, good homer spot too.
Nolan Gorman's third base only now.
Chapman. Now you have to play Devers and Chapman at third. You can't play both.
Until one of them plays first base, Rafael Devers.
Yes. Nolan Gorman, as you mentioned, 3,600, third base only.
Casey Schmidt's also third base only?
Yeah, it seems like a really good idea to have all three of those players.
Third base only guys, DraftKings. Well, Shohei Ohtani has two positions he doesn't play. What are we doing?
Dude, legitimately, he doesn't play.
Doesn't play either position. Toro can be played here.
Durbin's been better.
Sure.
Nate Eaton's going to lead off, 2,500.
Dude, Nate Eaton's going to lead off, and he will get pitch hit for. He nearly homered twice today. He probably won't get pitch hit for if the Red Sox just have a large lead, though. So you just need to hope that they blitz Freeland.
That would be the condition, right?
Yeah.
They have to blitz Freeland for that.
Because all those guys got pitch hit for because it's like a 2-run game.
Yep.
And they're like, we're not gonna lose this to the Rockies. So
I'm not gonna lose this to the Rockies.
Yeah, that's it there. Shortstop. Ellie versus Perez will just be a fun baseball matchup to watch.
Yes.
Bobby Witt did homer again tonight, dude. You called the power. The power's coming for Bobby Witt.
Power's coming. And he has just been better, right? Like he has just been really good lately.
Good player. Great player.
Great play. I mean, literally wins an MVP in any season ever in the history of baseball, except running into Aaron Judge hitting whatever.
He wouldn't have won it in either league, which is the gross thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
The other side had a 50-50 guy. So
50-50 and Judge having like his third historic season. Like it's just not poor guy, right? Yeah. Bobby hit 330, never stood a
chance. Absolutely never stood a chance. Jacob Wilson in that ballpark's always live to homer.
Yep.
You mentioned the fly ball rate that Fuentes has.
Yep.
Soriano doesn't give up home runs, but Seager's been hot.
He does allow stuff to lefties though, and Corey Seager hit a home run off of Yusei, who doesn't allow anything to lefties. So
it's true.
And Bichette's been awesome too, by the way. I would play Bichette against Zavala.
Trevor Story will be live here again against a lefty. Kind of let us down on the other slate, but that's fine.
For sure.
Your boy Otto, 3,700.
He's good. Had a day off. He's going to be fresh, ready to go.
Ready to rock.
They hit him third. So
good player.
Good player. He is a good player.
Correa versus Managa, if you're thinking maybe the power problems will be an issue there.
What the power problems are for Carlos Correa.
That's fair too.
7 bombs this year. It's his twin brother.
Could be better.
It's his twin brother. You want a narrative that I believe in? It's his twin brother playing for him. That's the one.
Any other shortstops for you?
No, we can go to outfield.
Right. Outfield we go. 13 games. What's going to be interesting here is what the ownership ends up looking like if we just have a bunch of guys that are like 11 or 12% owned.
No, Ronald 25.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like where you're going to get like a 5% Judge on this slate, something like that. And you're like, Darren Judge at 5%. He could.
No one plays Shohei. No one's going to play Shohei. No one's going to play Judge.
Yeah.
Because you also have the Cubs too.
Well, I said you're gonna have the Cubs against. Dude, look at all the 6K guys. We have 5 guys in the 6K range.
Why is PCA 55?
What do you mean? Why?
He should be 65. What do you mean?
Oh, you thought he should be higher. Okay, I got you. I thought you were wondering why he was priced the way he is.
My brother in Christ, he has 23 bombs and 27 stolen bases.
Yeah.
And he has the 8th 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, eighth. I counted it correctly. Nailed it. Eighth highest priced outfielder.
Is that quality?
Bro, what are we doing? Oh my God.
So like I
That's
said,
crazy.
you're going to have to make some decisions. And there's enough pitching on this slate, especially in the value tier, that like I don't think you have to. I think you can load up on bats. Like Hunter Brown's awesome, obviously, he could go for 45 fantasy points. What did Wheeler go for 60? I think it was on
the complete game shut. Yeah, hit 50.
Nearly like the perfect game or whatever it was that he had.
Yeah, it was a one hitter.
Like Hunter Brown, very live for a similar type of thing, but like there's plenty of guys on this slate that could go for 20 plus fantasy points. So.
Yep, sure can.
I wouldn't not play any of these hitters. So
yeah, every single one.
Wouldn't play O'Neal Cruz. Pirates aren't playing O'Neal Cruz, so that's
it's a great point.
It's a great point. Not playing them. They're not playing them.
Every man over 5K not named O'Neal Cruz you'd roster.
100%. I'd even play Jordan probably.
He might have the same score as O'Neal Cruz.
Might have the same score. Shout out Zach Randolph. Those who know know. Those who don't know
have been with us know about how much we've talked about the Zach Randolph day. Day in history.
Amen. All right, under 5K again. It's a massive slate. All the Red Sox guys are going to be playable here. Obviously, not the two that are on the screen, Willier and Duran, because it's a lefty. We don't know which one will be in the lineup. My assumption is they probably go back to Duran, but because Willier.
I know how they have to trade Duran before tomorrow.
We'll trade him by the end of August. Probably,
before tomorrow, just
July or whenever the deadline is. Again, you have Randy, you have Trout, Jackson Chourio, you have all the A's, Butler, Soderstrom. Soderstrom had a huge homer the other day. Rooker, obviously. Yep. Stowers in that matchup in Cincinnati.
Yep.
Joe Adell. I don't care that it's Nathan Eovaldi. Joe Adell is just awesome, apparently now.
A lot of home runs. Just a lot of home runs.
Yep. Yeah, I mentioned obviously the Cardinals. Ian Happ's down here. Castellanos gets the lefty. I know it's Robbie Ray, but just the shout out. Cam Smith hit second tonight. If he's hitting second again,
he gets a lefty. And there's a lot of people missing, dude, in that Houston lineup. He's probably gonna hit second again.
Yep. Sedon got the price bump. It was 35, now 4K. Hit that homer, and they're like, oh, the slate already locked. But Roman Anthony hit a ball 420 feet today off a lefty. So again,
by him.
He hit lefties at the minor league level, and he's hitting them now at the major league level.
Ooh, this range is sick, dude. Cam Smith 4K, Rafaela 4K, Anthony 39, Burleson 39. Holy smokes,
dude. Jesus Sanchez 38.
Just because Ozuna's $3,800, people are going to
even though the team has come out and said this man has like one hip.
Yeah, I mean, literally, it's been a thing all this whole time. He has had one hip.
I'm looking to see what the weather's going to be like tomorrow in Sacramento. Let's see. High of 86 tomorrow. Thursday's high is 100 degrees in Sacramento.
Oh, boy.
Be on the lookout for Thursday.
That's usually Thursday. I don't know if you
Thursdays, dude. Thursday and Friday are highs of 102.
Let's look at do we have
I don't know what the slate's gonna look like.
I got it. I'm gonna pull it up because I want to see if it's a day game. It's gonna get moved if it is.
Dude, here's the weekend forecast. 102, 102, 97, 97, 99.
Every game Thursday and beyond is in the evening.
Sure.
Because they physically have to do that. They will have players passing out on the field.
They would die. But I still would imagine that 102 degrees is only going to be,
Wait, what did you say Sunday was?
99.
4:05 Eastern Standard Time start. Jeffrey Springs on the mound against the Toronto Blue Jays. That's a 1 p.m. local start.
44% humidity. Anyways,
oh boy,
we'll be on the lookout for those days coming up here. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. Jason, Ref Snyder's 37. Let's see.
Isaac
I
Collins,
feel like we should.
Profar 33.
Yeah, dude, that guy is going to be highly rostered. Versus lefty, he's been good.
It's been good.
Again, Blade, if he's in the lineup on the other side there, I don't know what they do with Blade these days.
Nathan Luke, he's
not even on the team anymore. He hasn't played since the 29th. Nathan Lucas, Lucas. Let's see. Will they play Hummel?
Yeah, I mean, if what's his name's out still, what's his name? Blanking. Jake Myers. If Jake Myers is out again, they'll play Hummel.
Sure.
Caglione 28. How the mighty have fallen.
Loperfido is 25.
Homered.
Did he tonight?
Yeah, he homered.
We give him a shout out on the live show. 2K. Now he's $2,500.
Min salary. Joey Loperfido has been super productive and has a bad pitcher pitching on the other side. It's a pretty good spot, dude.
Yeah, Loperfido could be if he needed the value. All right, let's figure out what the hell we're gonna do for this core because there was a lot to like.
Sean Murphy, catcher.
Okay.
I know that was a random place to start, but I'm just thinking about
35.
Yeah, 35.
I mean, listen. Obviously, Hunter Brown has the higher ceiling of this slate. I would imagine, like among the pitchers. I still don't know we need to go there. Like you meant, like Lugo versus like.
I love Lugo.
Like if you did something like this, you get a lot of money to play.
Acuna or if you went Acuna PCA, how would that fare? 63. Wrong direction. And if you did Profar for fun.
As I say, you play Profar, right? Because he's $3,300. That's 4K, and we know there's more. Where's
masterclass? Oh, this is a masterclass because let's say
$500 for first, second, and short.
We leave that there. I already know exactly what we do. First and second.
Kurtz is going to go in. Romy's going to go in.
Well, I was thinking we could do definitely one of those players.
Sure.
And some correlation at first base. If we didn't do Kurtz, there's some correlation with PCA that we could potentially do. Yep. So we got a master class. It's okay.
All righty. Well, this is the core example. The full lineup will be in our Discord as always. We don't have the ability to throw an ender video up, so we're just gonna abruptly end the show. And
is it still not working? Did you try to click it?
Still not working. Yeah, I tried to just click the buttons. So we don't have the ability to do the end of show video. So I'm just gonna hit the stop button and hope it stops the show when I do it. So we'll be back 5 p.m. Eastern time, everybody. We'll see you then.